National Electrical Code, specifically Article 408, addresses outlets and provides guidance on the number of outlets permitted. Section 408.14 outlines the requirements for the number of outlets. Focusing on dwelling units, it states that the branch circuits for lighting and general-purpose outlets must be sufficient to provide at least one branch circuit for each 500 square feet or 46.5 square meters of floor area. It's important to note that the outlet or outlets for the laundry area are excluded from this calculation. There are a couple of exceptions to this rule. Firstly, a branch circuit that exclusively powers permanently connected lighting fixtures, such as recessed ceiling fixtures, is not considered a branch circuit supplying outlets. Secondly, branch circuits required by Section 210.11 Code are also not considered as branch circuits supplying general-purpose outlets. For buildings other than dwelling units, branch circuits for lighting and general-purpose outlets are addressed differently. Firstly, for branch circuits solely supplying lighting outlets, each branch circuit can cover up to 1,800 square feet or 167 square meters of floor area. Secondly, for branch circuits supplying only general-purpose outlets, the maximum area covered by each branch circuit is 500 square feet or 46.5 square meters. Thirdly, if a branch circuit supplies both lighting and general-purpose outlets, the area covered is limited to 300 square feet or 28 square meters. The code also provides clarity on calculating the floor area. The general rule is that no space should be counted more than once except for feed mill floors, where the same area may be counted for both the ground floor and first floor. Regarding lighting outlets specifically, other than those covered by the exception in 408.14a, the outlets for lighting fixtures must be on separate branch circuits if the total load in the circuit exceeds 10 amps. Guest rooms in hotels, motels, and similar occupancies also have specific requirements. At least one lighting branch circuit should supply no more than 12 guest rooms. For commercial and industrial buildings, at least one branch circuit serving general-purpose outlets must supply no more than 2,500 square feet or 232 square meters of floor area. Section 408.16 addresses receptacle outlets. In terms of spacing, receptacle outlets must be installed so that no point on the floor area of a habitable room is more than 6 feet or 1.83 meters measured horizontally from an outlet in that space. This ensures convenient access to power throughout the room. Wall spaces that are 2 feet or 610 millimeters or more in width must have at least one receptacle outlet installed within each 6 feet or 1.83 meters of floor line in various rooms of dwelling units. These rooms include kitchens, dining rooms, living rooms, parlors, libraries, dens, family rooms, bedrooms, sunrooms, recreation rooms, and similar areas. This requirement helps minimize the use of extension cords and ensures readily available power. Furthermore, at least one receptacle outlet must be installed in every room having an area of 150 square feet or 14 square meters or more, positioned within 12 inches or 305 millimeters of the floor and accessible by portable means. This addresses the need for floor-level power access. For mercantile occupancies, at least one receptacle outlet must be installed in the wall or partition at each show window. In bath and powder rooms of dwelling units, receptacle outlets must be installed in the walls at locations convenient for using portable appliances. Specifically, at least one outlet must be installed adjacent to the basin. Kitchens have their own set of requirements. At least one receptacle outlet must be installed for each counter space of 12 inches or 305 millimeters or more in width. It's crucial to note that receptacle outlets should not be installed within 6 inches or 152 millimeters of the sides of a sink. Outdoor outlets are also addressed. At least one receptacle outlet must be installed for every 125 feet or 38.1 meters of perimeter for residential structures served by a one-family dwelling or a multifamily dwelling with 3 or fewer units. This ensures accessible outdoor power for various needs. Swimming pools also require at least one receptacle outlet installed at the pool for swimming pool equipment. The code also covers other locations within dwelling units. Receptacle outlets should be installed in wet bar areas dining areas other than kitchens, pantry areas, sunrooms, recreation rooms, laundry areas, hallways, foyers, entries, basements, workshops, attached garages, and similar locations. In guest rooms of hotels, motels, and similar occupancies, at least 2 receptacle outlets must be installed in each guest room, with one positioned adjacent to the bed for the convenience of guests. Finally, Section 408.20 states that the total load on branch circuit must not exceed the ampacity of the circuit. This is a fundamental principle to ensure electrical safety and prevent overloading. In summary, the NEC 2002 provides detailed requirements for the number and placement of outlets and receptacles, taking into account various factors such as dwelling type, room size, and intended use. Following these guidelines is essential for safe and compliant electrical installations.